Hello and welcome to the September the 25th edition of the Contributor Experience Biweekly meeting. This is the American time zone meeting. Please adhere that this meeting is under the code of conduct from the Kubernetes project, which basically means be nice and excellent to your fellow attendees and your fellow speakers. We have the tradition that everyone who wants can introduce themselves. I can start. So hi, I'm Mario. I am the tech lead for the SIG ContribEx communication sub-project. And I'm the current lead of the Contributor Summit that is happening in Salt Lake City. Anyone else wants to introduce themselves? If not, then I can basically continue. Events, Contributor Summit. CFP is closed. It's reviewed for the most part, so the program is being finalized and notifications will be sent out to the folks. There has been a clarification session regarding the upcoming Maintainer Summit and how the Maintainer Summit is working by Bob. I can give a quick rundown. So basically it is planned that there only will be a Maintainer Summit in KubeCon London. And from there on forward, there will be a committee from the Kubernetes project that will be representing a whole track also. So the Kubernetes project gets a whole track. They also get their own swag, their own group photo. In this regards, nothing much is changing. The only big change probably is that the social event will be likely to be held inside of the venue of a future summit. And probably all of the rooms are recorded. And there will be sponsorship packages for the Contributor Summit. However, those sponsorship packages made clear that this won't buy companies access to a Maintainer Summit. So you still need to be a maintainer or a contributor to have access to this summit. I hope this was everything in a short term summarized. Beside this, for events, I don't think there is any other update. Then next up is mentoring. Sylvester, I guess that's with you.
Sorry. Yep. Is anyone doing notes?
Yeah, I'm trying to do notes.
Do that at the same time. Mentoring. So yeah, the plan there is to get some more folks to help. I was hoping to get some traction from the NCO, the new contributor orientation meeting that was set up. I posted something on the new contributor Slack channel last night or this morning. Last night, I think. And I've already had 3 responses, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so I want to push ahead and start setting up group mentoring. To do that, I've got now 3 people to help with this. I want to start inviting them to this meeting, if that's okay. Either that or set up a separate mentoring meeting. It's up to you, whatever you think. And then I want to get that website pushed out, find a SIG who wants to mentor some folks, and start moving ahead with planning. Yeah, so I think now ready to kickstart the thing. So next steps would be invite those guys to this meeting if we're okay with that from the mentoring point of view?
I mean, everyone can join those meetings, right? There's not an exclusion on people joining this meeting. Basically, everyone that subscribes to the ContribEx calendar sees the invite popping up in their
Right.
calendar and can join those meetings. So there are no private meetings in this regard.
Yeah. No, I meant it's the focus of the group is going to be mentoring, right? So these three guys, I want to kind of get them into the mentoring piece. So the focus is on that. So, but we can kind of have a section in this meeting, I guess, like we're doing now, right? To talk about mentoring, and I can, that's fine. So I'll invite them to this meeting and then reach out to the SIGs. There's a SIG leadership Slack channel, isn't there? Shares
Yes.
tech leads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can reach out on that channel. Yeah.
There's basically, there's a meeting there. They also have a meeting, which I believe, I don't know, Xander, you're in this meeting, right? So how often is the chair meeting?
Monthly, I believe.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Is it worth, sorry, cut you off. Is it worth going to the meeting or just sending something out in Slack?
I think it's probably fine to send something out on Slack or send an email to leads@kubernetes.io.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would also go with the asynchronous communication way, because especially it's not everyone is always present there. So if you send it to the mailing list, for example, then everyone can at least read it. Yeah.
So sorry, Mario, paste it on the write it to the mailing list. You said
Yes.
synchron?
Asynchron. So if asynchron communication, if you go into the meeting, it would be a synchronous communication.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was a new tool I didn't know about. Okay.
No.
Yeah, asynchronously. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Then
That's all. That's all I have.
Meeting, reaching out to SIG leads. All right. Comms update. That's, I guess, is anything else to mentoring? If not, then comms update. Comms update is probably also me. So let me quickly pull up the notes from last Friday. I will basically include the recap of the new contributor orientation meeting into this call. It was really good. We had in total 35 people attending for the US one, and we had a slightly hiccup with the European one, but we managed to get an alternative appointment on Thursday, and there 25 people joined. The interest was really, really good. And actually, we have the first pull request out of the meeting. So someone started looking at updating doxy for the kubernetes.dev website. So people are engaged. There were a lot of questions. Let's see how they stick around. I think people ask a lot of how they can get involved or what is a good thing to start. I guess we should follow up with separate with the different leads again, so that we have like those call for helps actively every month, where people then actually can join. So it went great. Long story short, it went really, really good. The response was really good. We had even people tuning in the next meeting short term. We already have people that expressed like, "Hey, I missed the meeting. When is the next meeting happening?" So for now, it's looking like it is a really effective thing. I mean, this also heavily depends on the communication that we do around there, which means that We are continuing to use LinkedIn and Kubernetes.io Twitter for this, because we had the feedback that a lot of folks actually were made aware about this meeting in this meeting. So, sorry, in LinkedIn, via LinkedIn and stuff like this. So which is really, really cool. Besides this, we sent out the Maintainer Summit CFP for KubeCon India, and the steering election closes tomorrow. There was a reminder sent out regarding of this. I believe that the amount of people that voting is still low as far as I understood. So if you have not yet voted, you can still vote until tomorrow, end of day, all world. There was a term for it and I forgot it. There's a really nice term for every time zone, end of day. And then, we discussed social media approvership, so that more people can basically approve communications in LinkedIn, Twitter, and Mastodon. For this, we basically start. This involves also the social media shadows of the comms sub project. I think that's it for comms. There was a blog post published, but I forgot which one.
Yeah, I saw that too. I've forgotten it as well.
I think, and there's one blog post going out about the spotlight for the deaf and hearing and hard hearing working group, which I believe is going live at the same time as there is a general event around awareness about this topic, which is really nice. All right, that's it for comms. Questions to comms? If not, next up would be contributor documentations. I don't have any updates on this. Does anyone else have any updates on this? Same goes for moderation, media, Zoom, Slack, and YouTube. I know that we filled in to create a new YouTube playlist for the NCO meeting, so that we can publish everything there. Any other update regarding GitHub management? Or next up would be elections. Elections is closing on tomorrow. But I don't have any concrete things. And with this, we are at open mic and discussion. Anything else?
I don't have anything. Well, I do have a question. Did we get any response from the 2 sessions that we had for the new contributors? Any response, people reaching out saying, yes, how can I help?
That's what I mentioned. So we have already one pull request from someone who tries to fix Doxy. Yeah.
Is that was the, do you know the count? Was it just one or was it a few of them?
So this pull request was by one of them, but I saw a couple of folks that were inside of the meeting started getting involved into discussions in Slack.
Cool. Okay. Thanks. I was just curious.
All right. With this, I follow my tradition of ending meetings way earlier than they are supposed to end, and I wish everyone a really nice week. Thanks for joining, and we will see each other in 2 weeks time or next week for the contributor experience meeting for the APEC version. Have a
Thanks.
nice week, and
Yeah, you too.
see
Thanks,
you soon.
everyone.
I will stop the recording.